Hello, this is road you are looking at. This is road, and it's somebody that built this road, and the people that built this road are not from they are not from the sky. So the people that build this road are not from the sky. They are not from the heaven. They are not from any other place, but they're from a country. They're from a nation, and they have a way that they started this and how they were able to accomplish all those things. And before I do, I welcome you once again to another round of street blogging. I am so Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Remember to like, comment, and share, and subscribe, because we are going to basically dwell on the question people have been putting to me. Somebody said, Mr. Wonderful, you've been talking about building all the roads. Where do you get the money? How do you do that? Blah blah blah. How do you talk about building all the roads in Onitsha or all the roads in Oka and the Newi? And that's what I'm going to deal with today. I've been talking about it in a way before, but today I'm going to hit the nail at the head today. And I do believe that you will contribute to your own quota by coming out to comment. You can also drop sweet comments, and here we iron out things and we'll get things moving for the homeland improvement, because we don't have any other home that we will call generally our home. But, you know, when we talk about homeland, I talk about Anambra State, I talk about Anibo, I talk about Nigeria. And this channel is a pro-homeland channel which is geared to improvement and a sustainable way of living. And that's what we're here, and that's what we are meant to be doing, and that's what we want to do. You know, we are not forced to do that, but this is a dedication. It's like a crusade, and that's what we are doing. And thank you very much for always liking our videos. Let me come. Many people and politically influenced people has attacked me over the years and over the time that, oh, you don't know what you are talking. You know how much it costs to build a kilometer of road, or this or that. Where do you get the money? And also our friends, the politicians, the political class, has also used these things to keep our place in bondage, in abject slum. You know, streets that are not fit for purpose. And this has actually made our homeland to look very pretty bad in the face of everywhere. And instead of we going forward, we keep on going backwards because of this mentality, and the people have been deceived. And in sometimes you saw a lot of people, they go to the government begging to build a road for them. Sometimes the road is not even up to a kilometer. And they were begging and all sorts of things, and the politician will say, oh, unless you vote for me, unless you do this, no, we're not going to, build the road. Sometimes some of those political class will say, oh, you have to give me this, you have to do this to me, blah blah blah. This is not what it's supposed to be. I'm telling you, we are here to basically take the shackles off the neck of people, and also to take the scales from the eyes of people, the eyes that were closed and blinded by all those deceptions and other things. But now we are here to do justice to basically to this today. So let's use Onitsha as an instance. Onitsha, one of the cities that you can see that is mainly developed by the people, not by the government, but by the people. The level of investment of the government there is, I don't know if it's up to 1% of the total investment. You can see in Onitsha, you see a lot of houses, see a lot of things that are built. Mostly 99% are built and owned by the people. But what happened is that those people building all those things, they have actually, the people has gone far ahead of the government. And the government is lagging behind so much that they cannot even, in a race, I used to be a runner, 100 meters, 200 meters, and you can see that the government cannot keep up, and they are not ready to keep up, because you need to have a vision. You need to be part of the people that you are governing to understand how things can be solved, and with a timeline, not with big grammars, but doing the right thing at the right time. So now let me explain to you. Onitsha streets, all the street roads can all be done within 1 year or two. All of them. 99% of them can be done. All of them. But what happened is that, is there any willingness, or is there any push to do this? That's the question. That's the main thing that is missing. And if you cannot get this, if you cannot get the urge, you cannot get the drive, there's no way you can actually think out of the box. And this is what we call pure revolution. It's not about building 5 rows, 6 rows, and people are conjugating and clapping and basically dancing on the street. Oh, the governor is walking, the politician is walking, the chairman is walking. Not at all. What a pure revolution is, if you can get the people in partnership with the government, everybody involved, and say, okay, we're going to finish all the roads in Onitsha with this timeline. So it is not difficult to do. A person that constructed or built 3-story building, built 4-story building, built multi-million house, bungalow or duplexes, are you now telling me that he cannot construct a road of 100 feet in his home? Can he not do that? It's a chicken change if you consider how much to do the DPC of that building. But you need a leader, you need a person that can actually drive them to that idea, and also to explain to them the value good roads can actually add to overall investment on the property and overall environment of the city or the inner streets. So that's what we are here to talk about. So now, what is the role of government? The role of government is not just the governor, but all these chairmen and the chairmen and chairwomen and the councillors. It must be people with vision. It must be people with the great ideas who have a burning desire to change the narrative with a timeline. Not the people that are waiting for the 9th cycle of election, but the people that say, okay, in a year or two, I can get most 20-30% of the road, 50%, 100% to be done. Just like that. So now, immediately he has that resolve and he has that push. Ideas of how to do it will start coming. People that have these ideas, people like us, we are not in the government. There are people in the street that have these ideas. So meaning that the government or the politicians must go and harvest those ideas. Because the fact is that some of the politicians, some people, to their surprise, doesn't actually have these ideas. People think that the governor, being a professor or being a lawyer, being a doctor, will know these things. Most of the time they don't know. Even when they know, because of political interest and selfish interests around them, and all those riffraffs and those otimpus that will surround the politician, you make it difficult for them to perform. Sometimes they are blinded by the praise singers, thinking that after building 1 road or 2 roads, like when we are singing Willie is walking, and the whole place, the whole infrastructure in the city of Onitsha completely collapsed. No roads anywhere. Everywhere was wrecked. But signboard of Willie is walking, have been put everywhere. That's the worst we have seen. So now, first of all, is to identify how many street roads in Onitsha. That's the start. Every neighborhood, you must have a data of how many streets in that area. So this can be done by the local government council. It can be done by the councillors. It can be done by the landlord associations. and also the governor and the commissioners, they must know first of all, and they will also know the number of plots that are there, or houses that are in each of these streets. By so doing, you can now fashion many ways to do that. One, the government might decide to borrow money, which might be sometimes difficult, because considering that the government projects are very expensive, very exorbitant because of other influences. They might borrow money and said, okay, we are doing most of these roads, we are going to finance it in partnership with banks and all those things, to pay back by taxes collected by people. This might be very expensive, because how government was, the roads the government can construct 1 billion. The ordinary people can actually do it with 200 million and do even a better job. So now, this is one option. The government can go for a loan to build all this inner street road at once. So maybe they can give themselves a 2 years timeline. All of them will be built at once. So now, this is one option. The second option is to go into partnership. What I mean partnership is the one that the governor and the property owners will now go into partnership based on percentage. The government will put in some percentage, and the estate or house owners will put in some. This can also work, but it can also have its own challenges. But I do believe that's a way forward also. But the third one is the one that the street owners or the house owners, by street, layout by layout and estate by estate, will now decide that we need to build all our roads. And by so doing, remember, when they are deciding this, the government must have made a policy that make it that within from this year to this year, every street road must be built. We don't want any red sand anymore. So this will be the driving force. So by so doing, basically, this action will start happening. This is only part 1 of this series. I do believe that you will not like to miss the part 2 of this. I will try to do the part 2, but I must urge you to like this, share this, and comment. So to give us the impetus to be bringing these videos. Because I'm not doing this because of monetary stuff, but it's just a passion to make sure that our homeland become the best. And it must become the best. It must be the livable and a prosperous homeland for us. And I do believe with your own help, it will come and it will happen. And thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. I am so Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Have a wonderful time wherever you are, and God bless you. See you in the next one. Bye.